I'm Eunice. You're listening to Grammar Matters, a series of podcast episodes from the English Language Institute of Singapore. Grammar Matters aims to help listeners become more aware of areas of English language use in Singapore which do not follow standard English conventions and which may be confusing to other speakers of the language.
Hello, I'm Paul Doyle, and this is Grammar Matters. In this episode, we're going to focus on using questions and responses. Let's listen to Cheng Han giving his friend a call so that he can arrange an interview for his cousin.
Hello, Bernice. This is Cheng Han here.
Cheng Han, it's great to hear from you. How's everything with you?
I am fine. If only it could be cooler. The weather is just too hot nowadays, is it? Anyway, Bernice, you can help my cousin Cheng Bi get a job in your company?
What kind of job is she looking for?
Anything. She is waiting for her A-level results.
What kind of person is she? Can she think on her feet?
Can.
That's good. What about her skills? Does she take notes and write well?
Yes.
Thanks, Cheng Han. I think I might have a vacancy for a clerical position, and I would like to meet Cheng Bi to chat further.
Oh, is it? When she can come and see you? Tomorrow can or not?
Would tomorrow at 4 o'clock be suitable?
Yes. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.
Did you notice the mistakes made by Cheng Han? He appears to have a problem with asking and answering questions. He omitted words, put the words in the incorrect order, or used the wrong words. Instead of asking, "Can you help my cousin?" he asked, "You can help my cousin?" And instead of saying, "Yes, she can," he said, "can." We can form questions using the question words who, what, when, where, why, and how. For example, here is Cheng Han's question to Bernice.
When can she come and see you?
Notice that the question word when is followed by the modal verb can, and the subject she comes after the verb. We can also form so-called yes-no questions using the auxiliary verb do. So-called because they are questions which expect a response of either yes or no. For example, Bernice asked Cheng Han,
Does she take notes and write well?
Notice that the auxiliary verb does is followed by the subject of the sentence, the pronoun she. When we answer a yes-no question, we include part of the question in our response. If I answer a question with just a yes or a no response, I may sound rude. Instead, it would be better to respond, "Yes, she does," or even, "Yes, she's an excellent note-taker." Likewise, when asking questions, we should avoid using the question word alone, as this may confuse our listener or even sound impolite. We can use tag questions to encourage a response from a listener. Tag questions are tagged on to the end of a main sentence. For example, we can say, "It's a lovely day," and yet get no response. But using a tag question can prompt a conversation. For example, "It's a lovely day, isn't it?" Most of us find it harder to ignore the question, and so will give some sort of response. Tag questions are formed with an auxiliary verb followed by a subject, a pronoun such as he, she, or they. For example, "She speaks Japanese fluently, doesn't she?" The main verb is speaks, and the corresponding auxiliary verb in the tag question is does. If the main sentence contains a modal verb or an auxiliary verb, this will be used in the tag question. For example, "You haven't eaten all the grapes, have you?" The verb in the main sentence is have eaten, so the tag question uses the auxiliary verb have. We can also use tag questions to check or confirm information that we think is true or factually correct. For example, you're meeting the director at 3, aren't you? Here is another example. It's really hot today, isn't it? We might ask this because we know the temperature is high, but it is more likely we just want to strike up a conversation. The tag question is opposite in polarity to the main clause in the sentence. What this means is that when the main clause is negative, that is, it contains the word not or never, the tag question will be positive. It won't include the word not. For example, the movie hasn't started, has it? Likewise, when the main clause is positive, it does not contain the word not or never, we use not in the tag question. For example, you like chocolate, don't you? Let's listen to Cheng Han and his friend once again. This time, you will hear that Cheng Han has overcome his problems in forming questions.
Hello, Bernice. This is Cheng Han here.
Cheng Han, it's great to hear from you. How's everything with you?
I am fine. If only it could be cooler. The weather is just too hot nowadays, isn't it? Anyway, Bernice, can you help my cousin, Ching Bi, get a job in your company?
What kind of job is she looking for?
Anything. She is waiting for her A-level results.
What kind of person is she? Can she think on her feet?
Yes, she can.
That's good. What about her skills? Does she take notes and write well?
Yes, she does.
Thanks, Cheng Han. I think I might have a vacancy for a clerical position, and I would like to meet Ching Bi to chat further.
Oh, would you? When can she come and see you? Can she come tomorrow?
Would tomorrow at 4 o'clock be suitable?
Yes. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.
The Grammar Matters podcast series is brought to you by the English Language Institute of Singapore. We would like to thank the Regional Language Centre of the Southeast Asia Ministers of Education Organisation for allowing the use of material from their Grammar Matters publication. To find out more about the ALICE podcast, visit go.gov.sg/ELIS podcast. Thank you for listening.